So in that tent, we had a brother from Sri Lanka. A big, tall brother with a huge beard. He had an interesting story. He was studying to be a minister, a Christian minister. And when he had finished a certain level of his studies, he was going to work in the field, to do some field work. And he chose what was supposed to be the most difficult field to do evangelical work. He heard that the Arabs are the most difficult people to convert. Most difficult. They had been trying for years. They never managed to convert a single Saudi. So he is a bold kind of guy. He said, that's where I want to go. Right. So he went in as an accountant. He had training in accountancy. So he went in as an accountant, but of course his main goal was da'wah. So when he got there, you know, he's getting accustomed, acclimated to the situation. He decided he was better buy himself a Quran, you know, because he's got a big job ahead of him. He needs to know this book backwards and forwards. I mean, he'd studied it when he's doing the ministry studies. He had studied portions that had been presented to him by his teachers, his professors. But he wanted to get the book and read it from cover to cover, he said. So he got his Quran, and in the evening after he finished work, he started reading. He read, and he read, and he read, till he finished the whole Quran. Not too many people read the whole Quran. I mean, from Fatiha to Nas. When he finished reading the Quran, he went looking for Muslims and said to them, I want to take Shahada. I want to be a Muslim. And they took him to one of the Muslim brothers who took him to one of the offices, and he took Shahada. He went up to Qasim for a while. They gave him some training, Islamic teaching background, and then they turned him loose. And he was a Dawah Dynamo. I mean, I'd never seen anybody like him. He used to come to Riyadh, and from the airport he would take a taxi and come to my house, visit me before going into the city. I lived on the outskirts of Riyadh. And invariably, whenever he came, he would bring the taxi driver in with him to take Shahada. From the airport to my place, he'd given him enough da'wah, he's ready to take Shahada. Regularly. You know, he was, as I said, he was a Dawah Dynamo. And he used to tell me, you know, he said, if the night came and I hadn't given a Shahada, I felt uneasy. What did I do wrong? What did I miss out on today? This was Muhammed Shareef from Sri Lanka. So, when we put the team together out there in Dammam, Khobar, we brought him along, and he was the one waiting in the tent, right? And he used to have this big suitcase with him, right? So when the people would come in and they would sit down with him and they say, yeah, we want to talk about the gospel. you know, the Bible. So he said, okay, fine. Which Bible? I said, what? Which Bible you want to talk about? I said, the Bible. There's just one Bible. I said, no, there isn't. He would open up his suitcase and whip out for them about 15 different Bibles. They'd be, whoa, we didn't know about that. And then from there he would wipe them out. Those that didn't succumb to his da'wah, they would say, we better go back and talk to our chaplain. Chaplain was the religious representative from the different religious groups. As part of military, American military policy, that they have religious, you could call them religious guides or representatives. So each sect would have their representative of the major sects. Actually, they even had a representative for Satan worshippers. Yeah. They're a recognized and accepted sect of worshippers in America. Satan worship. They have their own Bible called Satan's Bible. And they had their representative there. Anyway, the point is that a number of them would go back and they would bring their chaplains to do battle with Muhammed Shareef. Alhamdulillah, in the course of our 6 months there, 11 chaplains gave shahada. Alhamdulillah. 11 chaplains took shahada.